Okay, so here's the second half of Happenstance Journal page day 10 and that pebble pattern I promised you. It ended up being over an hour, and since I didn't actually use that pebble pattern on the page, I decided to make it a separate video. But I really love the pattern. I love the different variations and what I finally decided to do with it. So I thought I'd still share it. So um, I'm going to just cut this down to where, well, everything you missed off the first video and what all I decided to do that you didn't see. Here it is, y'all. I've been putting some thought into this of how we're going to do this, right? Right. So what I'm thinking is we need matte medium and we need a smaller brush. We're going to start with this soft round brush, or flat brush, sorry. Okay, and the reason I'm going to do that is I was thinking how to make this. And what I'm thinking is that I'm going to go in with my charcoal first. I'm going to make all my circles, right? And I'm going to activate them with the matte medium. Y'all, sorry, my brain just completely drew a blank for a second there. All right, so I'm going to put a bunch, like a bunch, because, oh, it's making a mess. All right, because I don't want to have to make it twice. So that's my liquid charcoal. We're going to add some matte medium to it so that when it dries, it's permanent. I don't think I finished my sentence earlier, so let me finish my sentence earlier. I was thinking how to do this. So I thought we'd put our liquid charcoal down first with the brush, right? And it should give me, especially if I use this soft brush, like a wide, almost shadowy kind of line, I hope. And then let that dry, come back with my paint pen and put in the hard circles so that hopefully it's created its own depth and shadow. We'll see. That's our plan. Now let's see if our plan goes according to, well, plan. And I've never done this. I've only used that liquid charcoal once. I've never combined it with the matte medium like this to paint with it. So I'm not even giving 100% that this is going to work. This may be a mess. It should. Why shouldn't it? Why shouldn't it work? But yeah, total experimentation and playtime. And that's what your art journal is for. It's to play, experiment, try new things, try new products, test out ideas. So, that seems, you know what? Let's get one of our little pieces back over here. And let's just do a tester because, yeah, let's just do a tester. Alright, so we've got 3 testers here. And I'm gonna say right off, I like this one best. But I'm not sure I like it better than I like that. In fact, I don't think I do. So I've done, okay, this one I did with the deep gray Posca, and then the black, oh, let's see, this was the PC 5mm. This is the PC 1MR. So, that's that one. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Ha ha ha. This is the Posca and my Japanese sailor pen, which is not, of course, waterproof. Which is why I thought, oh, I can't use this because I don't know what I'm going to do with it later, and I'll forget that it's water soluble. So then I thought, well, I better at least try the Posca pen. So if I was to do this one, I would do it with the 2 Poscas. Alright, this one was the liquid charcoal mixed with matte medium. The problem with this is it becomes almost completely sheer. All it did was tint, I've got charcoal vine all over me. All it did was tint my circles. That's it. I didn't like either of the brushes for the brush marks. The flat brush was so wide. It actually made 2 circles, the inside and outside, because of that shading, where I had thought it would make a thin circle. So I did try the other one over here, but we'll talk about that in a second. And then I did outline it with the Posca pen. If I didn't like my background, I might like either of these. So if I didn't have a gorgeous background and I wanted to tint my background, this totally tinted my background, okay? If I wanted to cover my background so that I just had little bits of it peeking out, this totally covered my background, and we've got those pieces hanging out. So while I like both of these for different reasons, I don't like them more than I like that. So this is when I wish that my internet speed was fast enough for me to be doing this live, so y'all could be like, comment and give me advice. What do you think? So I did grab one of the purples because I didn't like the purples anyway, and I figured I'll just consume him. And I got some charcoal vine and drew the, okay, so if you were watching, I tried drawing with a smaller brush first. Still, it was just the sheerness of it. So then I grabbed my charcoal vine, I went into the wet, it almost did nothing. Then I made with the tip of my charcoal vine, so I would make a small line. I made the next set. Then with the flat edge, so it made a wide mark, I made the rest of these, and then I activated all of them with the charcoal in matte medium, and I don't like it at all. It is it's too messy. It totally loses everything. I don't like it at all. I probably could do something to it to make me like it, because I feel like it's a start, not a finish. All right, these I do feel like are finishing details at least. They're not the finishing details I thought I would want, but this feels like a start, not an end. Okay, so this one and this completely rolled out. Completely rolled out. These two, I think I'll keep them because when we do the last section, I think these would be cool layering pieces. So let's say, let me just grab and show you what I mean. So let's say I had this pink background for my page, right? And I wanted to transition to this as my focal point. Well, I need something between the two, so I could always do like that, you know. Oh, I actually would have loved that. because the pink mimics the pink, the gray mimics the gray, and then me being me, I would want something extra on there. So like, here it is. So me being me, if I was gonna do, oh, actually, I would do something like that, right? Glue all that down. Oh, that would be gorgeous, actually. And then just take my black and white paint pens and outline, doodle to incorporate them into each other. So I think I'm going to keep these two because I do love them and think they would be great for that. They'd also be great for belly bands across the page. Yeah, they'd be great for belly bands across the page too. For something like that. And then be able to tuck behind something else. In which case, if I did that, I would fold them around the edge and attach them at the back so that the entire belly band moved. But, so I am going to keep these in my stack. Because when we go to use our pages, let me put all this stuff back where it actually goes. When we go to actually use our pages, I think these would be just absolutely fabulous transition pieces between our focal points and our backgrounds. Okay, so they're keepers. I will probably try to do something to this to make it a great transition piece, but there is no way that I am going to do either of these to this. I'm going to call these good. I am going to just get my black ink pad. I'm going to set this aside. It's the other one, not dry. My black, oh, my charcoal gun. I'm fixing to lose it. I'm going to get my black ink pad and just edge, you know what, I'll just edge everything except for that purple one that's wet, and edge them just so they have that finished look and feel. I think that's all I'm going to do to them is just edge them. I am glad I tried this. I do like it. And again, if I didn't like the gray background I had made, like this would have been great on the purple. Because I don't like the purple. I might go back and do the pebbles on one of the purple pages. But if I do, I'll do this one, this technique, with the paint pens. And in fact, I could do that. I could take my purple paint pen and my black paint pen and do this tone-on-tone pebbles on one of the purple pages. If I do, I'll just upload a picture. But the thing is, when these are just this pretty and just gorgeous in and of themselves, that concentrated doodling to make the pebble look, yeah, I don't know, it just adds that little finishedness. It's like a exclamation point at the end of your sentence of I am done. Yeah, if I hadn't loved them, I probably would have done the pebbles. But, and like I said, since I don't love the purple, I've got nothing to lose to do the purple. In fact, if I do it today, I might do a little bonus video of the pebbles on there. You know what? I'll go in and do a tester with the other. Yeah, because those are beautiful just like they are, and I don't need to cover them up or hide them with this technique, and that's all it would do. And I'll tell you, I actually, even because of the difference in how the two look, I like that. That would be very cool. Especially if you took just a little piece of something, like, you know, like that. And then your focal image. That would even be pretty because it picks that back up, but it does it in such a way that you know, it does stand out from it. That's actually really pretty too. So anyway, I'm definitely going to keep these little strips, and that's actually kind of inspired me to maybe do something more to those little strips. So when we go to our last phase, actually assembling the pages, where's my stack? Here's my stack. Because this is now 40 backgrounds. So when we actually go to assemble the pages, where are all those little strips? I've got all these strips that I saved as we went along. So those will be great layering pieces for the next phase. I'm trying to see if there's any more over here. Feels like there should be. Although there's only 2 of those for each color. So, well, let's see. So this was, what was this? All right, here's the gray. So let's do this. There's the gray and the gray. Okay, and there's the pink and the, and the pinks all got separated somehow. Probably because I play with them, because they're just so pretty. Alright, the pinks and the pinks. The browns and the browns. I hope this is on camera. The blue boro inspired and the blue boro inspired. The red fake collage and the red fake collage. Okay, so the purple, the other purples over here, I'm not going to stack it up because it is still pretty wet. So the purple and the purple. Oh, the yellow is wet, I guess, when I stick it in the stack. Try to stick. The 2 yellow and the yellow. Alright, so I don't have the green. The orange, I think I did after I cut them. So I think these are the scraps from the orange. The black and white, I cut down even smaller. So I have them, they're just not the same shape as everybody else. I cut them down into their individual patches. So there's the black and white. So the only one I'm missing is the green, which would have been the very first day. Surely I kept them. Here they are. And the green. So, so we've got quite a few of these strips to be transition pieces, as well as the backgrounds. So we've made a lot in the last 10 days. We've made a lot in 10 days. And I love this stuff. I mean, I just love them. Yeah, I am loving them. But like, even something like that could be cool. Oh, cool. That's so cool. So, all right. So we've got the backgrounds and we've got the extra strips that can be our transition pieces. And then I'm also thinking, as long as we're talking about transition pieces, I'm also thinking about grabbing, I've got lace, I've got burlap, tissue paper. You know, I use some of the tissue paper for, you know, actual things, but I could use the tissue paper as a transition too. Oh, that's really pretty, especially if I had a pink focal image, you know. So tissue paper, of course, vintage papers of themselves. You know, if I was, you know, doing a vintage image, I could totally, and it was small, I could totally put it on one of these vintage cards. So I am kind of already, my mind's sort of going to the next step, because we only have 2 more videos of backgrounds and haven't decided what they're going to be because we're out of colors. They're going to be something other than just a color. And part of me really wants to do a neurological, a neurographical doodle, but the rest of my brain says that would be a 3-hour video, even if I sped it up. And I don't know that I'd want to cover it. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna play with this while I just talk. So anyway, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do for those last 2, and I've got to figure it out because I got to film it. Yeah, I kept thinking that by the time that we got here, that I would know what I wanted to do, but here we are here, and nope, I don't know what I want to do. So, and I had asked for people to give suggestions, and no one did. I will say no one ever does. This has got a lot of texture because of that matte medium, and it's making those spatters when it hits it, and I kind of like them. So had I liked this, I think that's really all this needed. It was just too dark. Yeah. But I am turning my mind towards the last phase and what we need to gather up, and you know what to tell you to gather up, what for you to be thinking about. Also, I'm gonna do a video on what to do if you haven't done. Ooh, now I like it. If you haven't done the first 2 phases, but you want to do the 3rd phase, because you can do that. I've already been putting my mind to it. So I'm going to do a video on that at some point in the next couple of days. So, all right, I now love that for the purple. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, it's way better than the purple was. You know what? Where's the other purple? Where's the purple paint pen? Let's just do it. This is the Prussian blue Posca. So, boy, that's just as crooked can be. Well, probably because that's the torn end, but that's okay. Okay, y'all, I'm loving that. But I'm wondering if it needs the white on it too, because, oh, I think I'm going to do one with the white and one just with the black. But yeah, that is a million times better than that. So if you have a background you hate at the end of this, y'all saw just how easy that was. It's not quick. It's not quick. But it is literally paint pens. This one was, well, okay, this one was the charcoal and the white, but you could have done it with the gray and the white. You really could have. This one was the purple and the black, and all I did was just draw them with the purple and then come back and outline them with the black. And I think this looks way better, way better than the original purple. So where I wouldn't have liked it to the gray, because I loved the gray, even though I really do like that, I like it much better on the purple. Either way, with the black or with the white. I really was thinking when I was drawing this that I was going to do the black and the white. Do the black towards the outside, the white towards the inside. But when I got it done, I really liked it. And so sometimes when you like something, you just have to stop. So, okay, so we're going to call that good. And let me fish them back out, because I've kind of buried the ones that this video is supposed to be about. And I may cut this down to more than one video. But there's our gray. And I do love it. But if you don't love yours, if yours doesn't end up looking, you know, where you love it as much as I love mine, here's you an alternative. Or, you know, actually a couple alternatives, I guess. And then here's you a couple of alternatives on the purple. And then if you're doing these on the gigantic sheets like I have been, if you've actually been doing what I've been doing, save these. They are going to come in handy. All right, that is more than enough. Bye, y'all. Okay, so I redid the purple, and I've got to tell you, I love it. So I did it just like I did the small sample, the last small sample, and yeah, I love it. I don't know that I will do them all. Where's the other purples? I'm just holding the camera. I just turned on my meditation music, lit my candle, got me a cup of tea, and just sat and doodled. So here's the one that I did with just the frame. Of course, there's that one. And the color doesn't even look the same anymore, does it? This looks so much deeper purple. Yeah. And then, of course, that's where it started. These are the two plain ones still. Here, let me stand up. So that's where it started, and that's where it ended up, and I love it. So that's what we do with purple. Tune in tomorrow to see what we do with the next to the last one.